What's going on, everybody? Today, I want to discuss one of the greatest tools I think there is. All right, sweet. It doesn't want to load right now. This is trash. One of the greatest tools I think there is for deciding on how and where to use your GI Bill benefits. This tool is known as the GI Bill comparison tool. And at the end of this video, I want to show you how to use this tool to pretty much guarantee you a job at a fantastic employer and get your career started off on the right foot. So, that said, let's get into it. If you guys want to follow along with me for this video, feel free to grab the GI Bill comparison tool link in the description, or you can search on Google GI Bill comparison tool, and it is the first option that pops up. All right, so once you are at this page for the GI Bill comparison tool, you can see that there are two ways to search. You can search for options by location or by name. And so let's first start off by searching a school, in this case by name. And let's just go with University of Southern California. So it comes up with USC, but it also comes up with some surrounding schools based on the words that you inputted. And so this tool enables you to see kind of what some of the benefits are, if the school accepts the GI Bill, and so on. And so you can filter your search if you'd like. You can kind of mess around with these. And if you want to click on the school, you can see some further information about it. So right now you can see that there are 1,300 GI Bill students currently using their GI Bill at USC. You can see that the GI Bill pays for $25,162 per year. And in this case, because it is a private school, the tuition fees charged is $60,000. So this is going to leave you with an out-of-pocket of $35,000. However, if you want to come down and check out to see if the school offers the yellow ribbon program, which it does, that means that you may be eligible to pay $0 out of pocket and get that wiped out. If you're not familiar with the yellow ribbon program, I highly recommend checking out my video on that because it is an incredible opportunity to take advantage of private schools. So you can see the comparison here is for BAH, $3,300 per month, plus your standard book stipend, $1,000 per year. And so if you are not a veteran, you can change your benefits to active duty or National Guard, or if you're a spouse or child, maybe you're using the Fry Scholarship, and you can decide, okay, maybe I'm using the Fry Scholarship, maybe I'm using Montgomery GI Bill, maybe you're using VRNE, which I've made videos about also. And so this kind of shows you that there are multiple benefits that could be used for this school. And so maybe we want to add this USC to the comparison option. So we're going to add that to the option, and then we're going to go back and search for another school. And then just for comparison's sake, let's search something on the other side of the coast, on the other side of the country. So let's say New York University, NYU. All right, because those are both, pretty high-end schools, other side of the country, both in expensive areas. And so to throw down a comparison on those two would be interesting to see. So we can compare the two schools. You can add up to 3 schools to compare if you want to get an idea of, you're looking at 3 schools for this. I like to highlight the differences in the boxes. So location obviously is different. The GI Bill students is significantly different. Way more vets want to live in Southern California than they do New York City. So that's kind of interesting. Both are private schools. Both are in the city. One's in LA, one's in New York. And you can come down here. You can see that, all right, NYU is actually about $6,000 cheaper than USC. And the GI Bill pays the same, the $25,162, which is the max that they will pay towards a private school. And the out-of-pocket is going to be the difference. However, you can see that they both offer the yellow ribbon program. And so both of these schools you can get away with going to absolutely for free if you take advantage of the yellow ribbon program. You can compare here the GI Bill BAH amount, which is actually remarkably close. LA is slightly higher. And so this is a really great tool to, check out if you're considering different colleges, different universities for your academic pursuits. maybe you just want to mess around with this tool and see what else is actually out there. Maybe you have no idea what you want to do with your GI Bill, and maybe you want to do something unique. And so, if that is something that you're interested in, then I would definitely just go by searching location and think about where it is I want to live. You can go to school pretty much, obviously, anywhere in the United States, but you can actually even go to school abroad. And so, say you want to go live in London for 4 years, 3 years, you can see the schools that are available in London. And you can see, if you scroll down, there are actually currently some GI Bill students in London colleges. So, King's College London, there are 31 GI Bill students there. Something to consider when using the GI Bill for abroad schools is that the housing allowance is actually going to be different. The housing allowance is a set $1,800 per month, rather than the fluctuating GI Bill BAH amount for domestic schools. So it kind of falls in line with the online GI Bill use. It's a flat rate. And it's kind of funny, this actually changed within the last week when I made my video about using the GI Bill abroad. That was $1,741, I think it was last week. So they just updated that, which is interesting. But it is also worth noting that it is relatively rare, but not impossible, to see a school abroad that does have the Yellow Ribbon program. And so just keep that in mind. Make sure that you're not going to be paying out of pocket by too much. I have seen that this is a common issue where it says GI Bill pays to school. This is not always accurate. $0 is not accurate. They do accept the GI Bill. I think it's just not as frequently updated, and so they keep it at zero. But don't rely on that 100% for foreign schools, because that is typically what it says, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't pay for the school. So now I want to talk to you about a really awesome opportunity. Maybe you've already gone to college, maybe you have a degree and you're thinking, all right, how can I parlay my military experience, my college degree, and all that I have in life experience and use that for a career? And so if you have GI Bill left, you have an incredible opportunity to pretty much walk into a job, get your foot in the door, and give them an offer so good that they can't refuse. And so if this is you, if you have some GI Bill remaining, you have some credentials, you think that you are ready to start a career, then this is what I would recommend doing. I would recommend searching an employer on the GI Bill comparison tool, because there are employers that are registered for GI Bill use. And this means that you can then offer them to work for free, because you will be getting the BAH with your GI Bill. And this gives you an incredible opportunity to get your foot in the door with an awesome company, whether it be something like Lockheed Martin or Northrop and Grumman. If that's something you're interested in, these businesses are available for GI Bill users. So look at this. In Lockheed Martin in Fort Worth, Texas, does allow for on-the-job training or apprenticeship for the GI Bill. So this is super cool. The housing allowance is $1,600 per month, and you're still able to get the book stipend of $1,000 a year. So it's worth noting that when you use the GI Bill for apprenticeships or on-the-job training, there is an assumption that the employer is going to give you raises throughout your time as apprentice or throughout your time on the job training. And so the GI Bill will start at 100% for that area, and then it'll drop down. I think it's 20% every 6 months. And so keep that in mind as you kind of plan out your benefits and use that opportunity to leverage your way into a career. So that's all I want to share with you guys today. If you didn't know about the GI Bill comparison tool, I highly recommend just going in there and playing around with it, seeing, searching some schools, searching some employers, and seeing if there's anything in there that you could utilize and leverage your benefits to further your professional career. I really hope that was valuable to you. If this is your first time and you're going to go use the GI Bill comparison tool now, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys are looking into. And so I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if there are any questions or any other topics I can bring to light. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.